Seven Deadly Sins, Episode 4. Last week we talked Zeldris and his tragedy involving his lover Gelda. This week we got brother Estarossa and his past. Let's see what we have in store for us this week. Today's Episode 4, titled The Victims of the Holy War. We start the episode off with replaying what happened last week when Escanor fucks Zeldris with his finger pistol. I know that's not the name, but I can't help it. I'm a One Piece fan, and that's what it reminds me of. So that's what it's going to be called here, okay? It pierced Zeldris, of course. Fortunately for Zeldris, and unfortunately for Escanor, Chandler casts Dark Night Book, and it surrounds everyone in what it sounds like. Complete darkness. Apologies, by the way, if that's not the actual name of the attack. I was watching the episode earlier in a bad translation, and then I kind of switched over, like, way later on. We all know what happens to Escanor at this point. He reverts to his normal form, and we lose hulked out Escanor. What a crazy balance his power is, though. I always say it, I can't stop bringing it up. You become powerful and scary as shit, but at a time like this, back to your normal weak self, tragedy, guys. I just want you guys to be ready for what seems like the longest fight in Seven Deadly Sins. I'm not even talking about Zeldris, I'm talking about when we fight the two masters of Zeldris and Meliodas, Chandler and Cusack. I swear, reading this in the manga, it felt so dragged and so long with how much time we spent fighting them. Like, no joke. Alright, so just because Escanor reverted back to his normal form doesn't mean that what he did to Zeldris earlier didn't do any damage. Nah, cause Zeldris down for the count. Like, he is not out, but you can see he took that damage. So in his place, Cusack and eventually Chandler is gonna be the ones that are fighting from now on. The goal is, of course, not to let them interrupt Meliodas. A little fighting between Cusack and Ludacil. And a face-off between Chandler and Merlin. Merlin is using her Exterminate Ray. Chandler decides, fuck it, I'm gonna use Exterminate Ray too. And his is a little bit bigger than Merlin at this point, up until she uses her infinite magic power, resulting in a big magic explosion. But these guys aren't any ordinary demons or nothing like when we saw the demons previous seasons. Nah, they're the most powerful demons besides the Demon King. Alright, they're the ones who, as I said earlier, the masters of Meliodas and Zeldris originally. So they come out all good and dandy. They're about to, they think they're about to attack and do something to these guys. But nah, that's what we got Merlin for, right? Merlin, the woman who has a million plans. Like, she has every fucking magic in the book. At this point, it doesn't even matter if they don't have any weaknesses, because Merlin's like, nah, we'll just have to create one then. That's simple. Saying it like it's simple as fuck, but of course it's Merlin, so it is, right? Turns out she already started magic earlier in the battle that they kind of pushed aside and didn't realize what it actually was. And it was a trap. She did some elimination in her head and found out what the best tactic is. This is the tactic, alright? We get the elements. And turns out Chandler's weakness element is lightning and Cusack's is wind. Now naturally, they have no weaknesses, as I said earlier. But this is Merlin, so she adds in a couple of things. She adds in her infinity magic. So naturally, we're going to have the resistance to that decrease more and more each time that she does attack. Bro, that's how good Merlin is. It kind of reminds me of Shikamaru in a way. Because, like, no matter what in a battle, she always has a backup for her backup. Always some kind of plan. Come on, even Ludacil, one of the archangels, and how arrogant he is. He's like, yo, not gonna lie, I wouldn't even want her as an enemy. That's saying something about Merlin. Okay, so after getting fucked up for a little bit, Cusack decides to try to use, it looks like some kind of eye ability that he's trying to get into Merlin's mind. And there you see Merlin as her true appearance. The appearance of a little girl. And he reminds her of Arthur. Now don't fucking do that with Merlin. She's talking shit to her, not knowing what the fuck is about to happen. So Merlin was prepared for this already, of course. She has the power of the demons and the deities. She cheated them both. We found out about this. So he should have even seen this coming. That leaves Cusack frozen in the real world, I guess, because this is inside their mind. So yeah, let's shoot for real world. Alright, this is where the crazy shit occurs. This is where the stuff that I swear it still confuses me to this day, so I'm trying to pay really close attention this time, because when I read it in the manga, I was lost as fuck. As we know, one of the archangels' name is Mile. Don't bully me for how I'm saying it either. I don't know if I'm saying that right. But Mile And for some reason, when people think of the name Mile in Seven Deadly Sins, they automatically remember Estarossa, which is weird, of course. So fucking weird that even someone like the Demon King can't seem to remember what's going on. And he claims that he remembers every single day that he spent in Underworld, and he doesn't remember anything about Estarossa. So that's how you know shit's tripping right now. Okay, so stick with me here because I'm going to try my best to get this through with Estarossa. So he is the son of the Demon King, apparently. And he couldn't use darkness, and he was fearful that he couldn't even kill an insect. So Demon King, feeling bad about this, he gives him a commandment. Now, the one responsible for all this is the OG Gother, the one before the doll or puppet or whatever you want to call him that's inside the sins right now. Now, he uses a spell that's going to be exchanged for his magic and life force. So, you know, it's pretty fucking serious. And he does this in hopes to end the Holy War, at least, as long as the spell is successful. So, the spell is capable of altering all the memories of everyone who knows a certain man, including gods. God damn, just imagine what he could have used this for if he was evil. Like, if he actually sided with the Demon Lord and everyone else. Like, it's crazy to think of. This dude knew his shit, Gother. The goal is to use the spell and successfully make the clan of the goddesses forced to use the Coffin of Eternal Darkness. And of course this does work because here's the big fucking reveal. Turns out, Estarossa, the one we all knew, turns out he's the actual Archangel Mael. And what the fuck? Everyone didn't know that because, of course, the spell that was going on. But everyone starts remembering right now. And even, I don't even know what to call him, Mael. Or, you know what? I'm going to call him by his original name, Mael. That's who he was. I'm not calling him Estarossa. But he's going insane against King and everyone right now. And all the memories is falling back to the people that's trying to remember. Episode ends with him reverting back to his normal form. He has his wings again. It's Mael. Meaning the Estarossa commandment that the Demon King gave him never truly existed when it was Mael this whole time. Yo, reading this, I said it in this video, but reading this was like, my mind was fucked. I was like, what the fuck is this? I had to reread the chapter so many times. And it was confusing this whole time. Apparently, Estarossa was the little brother of Meliodas that we'd never really seen much of compared to Zeldris, and of course he didn't look anything like him, except for in this flashback we see he kind of has that kid looking appearance that Zeldris and Meliodas has. But from the whole time that we seen him beforehand when he was Estarossa, he was always way bigger. So, you know, we knew there was something fishy right there. We're like, all right, something's off. You got a different mom. Demon King, who you banging? But the episode ends right there. So now that Mael's back, which is one of the 4 archangels, who also had the power of sunshine that Escanor has now, what's he gonna do? Is he a good guy now? Is his mind still manipulated in a sense? Like, is it gonna be a back and forth thingy? His wings are back, so I don't know. Will he want sunshine to come back to him? Is he gonna straight up find Escanor? He's like, nah, I need that back. That power is originally mine. Here's the commandment that I had, though. You know, you can take that. Nah, imagine that. Escanor with the commandments. Oh my god. Next episode is episode 5. It's titled A Sorrowful Blow. We're just gonna have to wait and see what happens from then on. What'd you guys think about this reveal? Was it too much? Too crazy? Did it take you as many times as it took me to actually, like, figure this out in my head? What the fuck just happened? Probably didn't. I was probably just really slow. Thanks for watching, though, guys. Stay tuned. I'm going to try to do, for all you guys who are here for my 7 Deadly Sins video, I want to do the new chapter for 7 Deadly Sins that just came out. It's a new series. I don't know if it's a spin-off or just continuation of when 7 Deadly Sins ended. But I want to dive into that because, you know, I actually like this series. And the ending of the Sins, it wasn't enough for me, so I'm glad that this is going on. So stay tuned. Like, subscribe, share. I'm out.